Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Bucs had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was... It's caught inside the 25. They're able to convert on 3rd down. That sets up the 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They begin with a run by Miller. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Burrow on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Burrow. Middle of the field to Jefferson. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his left. To the sideline, and it's caught. But, boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Saints defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. To the air again, Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Parks. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Justin Jefferson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And he finally goes out of bounds, so he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Duggan will look to throw this. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Saints. Kendre Miller. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
On 2.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Gun.
Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow going to keep it, running right. Unable to corral him, it fights through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still...
Now Burrow loses the football. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Mixon with a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Burrow on play action. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now, meanwhile, here's his 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Duggan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Duggan. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing, Duggan. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you can actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. A special teams mistake there. No. Six yards officially on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
On 1, ready?
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Complete. Jefferson the target. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
At the 22.
11.
On second down, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one is right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Duggan looking to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Duggan now to throw. There's Chris Olave. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running.
Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Ready?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Duggan to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
And the Saints first down.
Looking to throw. Dugan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Inside handoff now, Miller. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 93 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Buccaneers 20. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, some strong running. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They go play action with Burrow. Buying time to his left. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. Dancing to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They love it, that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Dugan. And his throw here is incomplete.
They'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. To throw again. Dugan. To the sideline and incomplete.
Score game in the second half. Now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
After watching him ring the bell that many times and put the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion,
Here we go.
That's got to be a sigh of relief.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's how you're far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 47-yard line.
11.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those
toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try to keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly. The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Doug going to look to throw this. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Tampa, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
11, Thomas.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He finds Hillman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive.
Here we go.
But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
11, Thomas. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Paulson and Debo. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing, Duggan. Targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First down, Saints.
They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And the Saints first down.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, We're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
Number 10. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, New Orleans.
They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's complete. It's Miller.
And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him. Duggan.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Saints 35. Buccaneers 20.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
11.
A final shot now for Burrow. Completes this to Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for New Orleans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road